Good evening for our weekly conversation. It's great to see everyone virtually tonight again. Mike, it's great to have you here. So you have been
Yeah,
hinting the last couple of weeks that something is kind of exciting in your future and Helen's future. And so thought maybe we'd start our conversation off tonight by talking about what's happening.
sure. And funny that you bring up the hinting. This is, the update that we're able to share with you. I'm able to share on our behalf this evening. Is something that's very exciting and something that we've been in some discernment about for a long time. Around what is next in my professional career and Helen's professional career. And I know a lot of people have been wondering and praying and just really excited as well. And so first off, just a deep sense of thankfulness and gratitude for all of those who have really been praying for us and supporting us through our time at St. Luke's. The exciting news that we have to share is that come the kind of mid to late September, early October, Helen and I are accepting two positions that are going to be based out of Costa Rica. Helen's job will be the regional representative for the Caribbean and gender justice networks in the region. And my job will be the regional representative for Central America and Mexico. And so we're very, very excited about this. There's typically the next question when this news has been shared first, with my internship committee and council and staff already. Can you be ordained into this position? And that is something that we are hopeful for, being in conversation with my synod bishop and the global mission unit executive about turning this hopefully into my first call, which will be excited. And so part of my responsibilities will also include being part of a congregation and having a leadership role in that congregation. It's a congregation yet to be decided, but it will kind of have a feel similar to what I'm doing now in terms of working full-time and then being at St. Luke's part-time. It will kind of have that similar structure in for the future. So just really, really excited about that. I'll be able to share a little bit more, in the future. But for us, it's a great opportunity to serve global mission, to serve our church, the ELCA, in the global mission unit, and serve our companion churches around the world, and fostering those relationships and continuing to join in a long arc of relationship that has already been founded from our predecessors.
Mike, that is so exciting. We're so excited for you and Helen. We're sad that you are going to be leaving us because it's been a wonderful experience here over these last 2 years, but we know that all of this was going to be in preparation for a first call, and it sounds like such an exciting opportunity. And so on behalf of all of us, we will be keeping you in our prayers and Helen in our prayers as you make the final decisions as you become eligible for ordination. So just keep us posted as things move along.
Absolutely. And that's one of the wonderful things about this is having the opportunity to hopefully continue to be in conversation and connect with St. Luke's through our time as missionaries with the ELCA. So looking forward to that and ways to stay connected.
Great. Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, enough about me, but I know we have some other things going on in our church that are wonderfully important. This week, 2 weeks ago, we kind of messed up the dates a little bit for the food drive. Last week, in our conversation, we finally got them right. And this week, we actually have our food drive, which was started on Monday, and then we have another one tomorrow, Thursday. Is that right, Dick?
We have a food drive on Thursday, so I'm not exactly sure when you're going to be getting this video. I think probably tomorrow it'll be posted, or maybe tonight, I don't know. But we are meeting on Thursday, and we will be gathering food from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, and then bringing that food over to the main township food pantry. We had a great response on Monday. We had a lot of food delivered. It's a very safe way of delivering food. Just come over to the church. There'll be a team of people who will take the food out of your car, put it into a trailer, and then we'll be bringing that trailer down to the main township food pantry. So from 1 to 3 on Thursday,
June 18th.
June
June
18th.
18th.
So
Yeah.
we'll look forward to having you participate in that. We also heard that the Bottle Band is making another possible contribution towards the food pantry coming up in the near future. I know they're voting on that right now, so that's really exciting as well.
And that's not going to be just a one-time thing or a two-time thing, right? This is something that we're committing to in the future. And so if there's the opportunity to donate food to the food pantry and do a food drive, and you missed it this week, don't worry. We're going to be doing it again, I believe, in July and then in August for the feasible.
Right, once a month, and we'll come up with different
Mm-hmm.
times and dates every
Mm-hmm.
month.
Mm-hmm.
But our plan is to be doing this until this crisis kind of subsides. So this is one way that we can give back to our community. So
Excellent.
I wanted to ask you to talk to us a little bit about an event that's going to be coming up very soon that
Yeah.
2 of our college kids are sponsoring, Claire Humble and Ethan Melma,
Mm-hmm.
are going to be having an event, I believe, this
Next Thursday. Yeah, a
Thursday.
week from Thursday. Yeah. Yeah. So for those of who might not be aware, June is National LGBTQIA Pride Month. And so it's a time to celebrate our siblings who identify as lesbian or gay or bisexual, transsexual, queer identifying, intersex, or asexual as well. And so in the midst of this month, an exciting thing happened for the ELCA as well. I don't know if there's anyone out here who might watch the show Queer Eye on Netflix, but an ELCA pastor was actually featured in the show, Noah, and he shares his journey of coming out and identifying as a gay male and pastoring an ELCA congregation. And so Claire and Ethan are going to be leading us next a week from Thursday, June 26th, from 6:15 to 8:30, in a watch party and then a conversation as well around this episode. And of Queer Eye. And so it's just going to be a really awesome time to connect, and everyone is welcome to be a part of this, whether allyship is very something new to you, or whether you might identify as part of the LGBTQI plus community, or hold someone very near and dear to your heart who identifies as part of the community. This is an event that all are welcome to participate in. I believe it's in the e-news as well, or will be coming out in the e-news. And Pastor Johnson, you just put it on our Facebook not too long ago. Is that right?
Our Facebook page, and it's going to be in the e-news this week. So you have the Zoom address to be able to join us for that. I'm very excited about this because we're a reconciled in Christ congregation, and we have been for some time. But we actually have not done many events like this. And so this really gives an opportunity for some of our members to be able to lead in a very important way. So really can't wait to be a part of that next.
Yeah, and a huge thanks to Claire and Ethan for reaching out and offering this event, and St. Luke's as well to participate and lead as well. So
wonderful.
We have this evening. Sorry, it's been a long day. There's been a lot of things going on. One of those things was we met as a COVID-19 task force. Dick, would you like to share a little bit about that?
Sure. We actually had, I don't know, I didn't count, but I think there was like 12 or 15 people who volunteered from the MailChimp that we had sent out last week. People called me and said they'd like to participate. And so tonight we were just kind of laying out all the different work that has been done up to now from both the staff and the church council, the executive committee, and the worship and music task force, worship and music cabinet. And so tonight we were gathering lots of information from folks, had a really positive meeting. We're going to be meeting next Wednesday night with the goal to begin in-person worship at St. Luke's outdoors
Hmm.
in July. We're still working out some of the tactical things that need to happen before we can formally announce this in terms of the actual date. But we are getting very close and had a great meeting tonight. It's going to take significant amount of manpower because we need to have hosts and hostesses, and we need to make sure that all of the different areas of the church are clean and remain clean so that it's a safe environment. But we had a great meeting tonight, enthusiastic, um, wanting to meet next Wednesday night, and we should have information very shortly about exactly kind of what we'll be doing at our first in-person worship service.
Yeah, and just a reminder that as we begin in-person worship, our online services will not be going anywhere either. So we'll continue to do online services into the foreseeable future as we navigate the COVID-19 crisis. So this will not replace online services or vice versa into the future. So.
Right, and speaking of online services, we've got a service coming up this weekend. And
Yeah.
who's preaching?
We have Pastor Elizabeth Palmer, who will be sharing the word with us this weekend. Pastor Palmer is a frequent preacher at St. Luke's and is an editor for the Christian Century magazine. So we're very excited to have her this weekend. And I heard there's going to be a children's message. Is that right, Pastor Johnson?
There is. There is. I'm trying to find the right venue for my children's
Oh,
message.
okay.
I'll be finishing that up tomorrow. So
Wonderful. Well, we're excited to not only have a great children's message, Pastor Palmer preached this weekend, but we have some wonderful, what's the best way to put it, sisterly and brotherly musical performance or musical clips as well. We have a set of sisters and a set of brothers who will be providing some music for our hymns this week. So please be on the lookout for that. And if anyone is interested in submitting a musical clip, we highly encourage you to reach out to Ann Krantz Organ, our music director. She would love to be in contact with you and figure out a way for you to be able to send in your music from home to be a part of the service.
Super. Well, Mike, thanks so much for sharing your important news tonight. And
Yeah.
we look forward to seeing folks, hopefully in-person worship, if that feels comfortable for you sometime in July.
Mm-hmm.
But always know that would like to connect with you. So if there's any issues that you can think of, please, don't hesitate to email me or
Mm-hmm.
text me or any of the staff members, and we will be try to reach out and respond to those concerns.
Absolutely. Well, thanks again, Dick, for sharing some updates, and looking forward to connecting with you all next week in our next weekly conversation. Have a good night.
Thanks. Peace.